I was sitting at my desk Tuesday night when I saw something that made my blood run cold. There on my computer screen was proof that my son-in-law had been stealing from me for 8 months.
It can't be.
$85,000.
What is that?
Gone. Vanished from Coleman
God.
Construction like it
What
never
is that?
existed. My name's Rick Coleman. I'm 58 years old, and I've been running this family construction business for 32 years.
It's gone.
I know every dollar that comes in and goes
He's been
out,
stealing.
which is why seeing those numbers that didn't add up hit me like a
Trevor,
sledgehammer to the gut.
For
It started
months.
innocently enough. My wife, Pat, handles our bookkeeping, but she'd been out with the flu for a week. I was doing the monthly
Sledgehammer.
reconciliation myself when the math
Building
just
this from
wouldn't work.
nothing, 32
Equipment
years.
purchases that
Every
never
beam,
arrived.
every blueprint,
Subcontractor
every
payments to
handshake, it
companies
was
I'd
all
never
worth
heard
it.
of.
We did
Hotel
it.
expenses for job sites that were local. First thing I thought was Pat had made some
I
mistakes
miss
while she
you
was
two
feeling
so
rough.
much.
She's been doing our books for 15 years, ever since our
All
daughter
right, let's
Katie
see what
started
Pat has
teaching,
been doing.
and we needed someone we could trust completely. Pat's careful, the kind of person
That's
who
not
checks
right.
everything twice. But everyone screws up sometimes, right?
I remember
Wrong.
now. Pat was
The
home with
deeper
the
I
flu
dug,
all
the
week.
clearer it became.
That's why I've been
Someone
doing the
with
books.
access to our accounts had been systematically skimming money
These
for
records
months.
show multiple
The pattern was
high-value
smart.
equipment
I'll give them
purchases.
that. A few hundred
Nothing
here,
arrived at
1,000
the
there,
warehouse.
nothing big enough to trigger
I saw the
immediate
transfers.
attention.
Paid to
It
companies
added
I've
up
never
over
seen,
time
never
to a
heard
sum
of.
that made my
30
hands
years
shake.
I've been here. This has to be
Only
wrong.
3 people had the access needed to pull this off. Me, Pat,
Hotel
and Trevor
expenses?
Martinez, my son-in-law,
Local job
and
site?
operations manager.
Looks all right
I
to
knew
me.
it wasn't Pat or me. Trevor married my
I hate to
Katie
think
3
it,
years ago when he was
but
32.
with Pat's condition,
Charming guy, ambitious.
could she have made a
everything
mistake?
a father wants for his daughter. Had a business degree.
No, Pat?
Talked confidently about growth
Pat wouldn't do
strategies
this.
and efficiency improvements.
He's been the most careful
When he asked to
bookkeeper
join
for
the family
15
business,
years.
It seemed perfect.
I found
Katie
it.
was thrilled about
A
working
systematic
alongside her
skimming
husband
pattern.
in the company her grandfather started. I gave him real responsibility. Operations manager wasn't some token family position.
The amounts were
He handled
always just
job
small
scheduling,
enough to keep it
equipment
off the
purchasing,
radar.
vendor relationships.
Clever.
I trusted him because Katie trusted him, and I trusted my
Only
daughter's
I,
judgment.
Pat,
Biggest mistake of my
and
life.
Trevor Martinez
Sitting
have
there that
access to
Tuesday
these
evening,
accounts.
staring at evidence of betrayal, I felt something I hadn't experienced since my dad died. Pure anger mixed with crushing disappointment. This wasn't just about money. This was about family.
Trevor Martinez,
This was about trust broken
charming
at the deepest
man,
level.
business degree,
I called Pat
growth
at home.
strategies.
Honey, when you're feeling better,
Yeah,
I need
I
you
remember
to look
him.
at something. Take your time, but we might have a serious
I'll never
problem.
forget how
What
thrilled
kind of
Katie
problem?
was when Trevor
Her voice was
decided to
still
join the
scratchy from
business.
being sick.
It meant the
kind
world
we
to
need
her.
to handle very carefully.
Trevor,
Just focus on
you've
getting
earned
well
it.
right now.
The operations
I
manager
didn't
role is
sleep that
yours.
night.
I
Kept
trust
thinking
you
about
completely
Katie
with the
about how
vendors
this
and
would destroy
purchasing.
her world. She adored Trevor, always talking about their plans for kids, for a bigger house, for building their life together. How do you tell your daughter that her husband is a thief? Pat came in the next
Pat,
morning,
it's
still
Rick.
pale
Are
but
you home?
determined. I showed her
I
everything
need to tell you
found.
something.
She went through each discrepancy
Pat,
with the precision I'd married her for.
We might have a very
confirming my
serious
worst
problem
fears.
at the company.
By lunch, we had documented evidence of systematic theft
Pat,
dating back
just
8
focus on
months.
recovering from the flu.
Rick,
I'll
she said
handle
quietly,
everything here carefully.
There's something else.
Don't worry about it.
She pulled up our security
Still so
camera
much
system
to
on her
do.
computer. We'd installed comprehensive coverage last year after some
But I need a
equipment
minute.
got stolen from job sites. Cameras on the parking lot, main
I
entrances,
wish you could
office
be
areas.
happy.
I was checking timestamps on when these transactions happened. Pat
can I do to
explained,
fix this?
And I noticed some patterns.
I have to
She
tell
clicked
Katie
through
the
several
truth about
dates.
Trevor.
Look who was here during off hours. The footage showed Trevor's
How do I even
car
start
in
that
our lot at 7
conversation?
p.m. on a Friday
Time
in
to
August.
expose this?
Again at 6:30 p.m. on a Tuesday in September. Times when he should have been home with Katie. Times when he could
complete.
access our systems without anyone around. But
All
he
right,
wasn't
everything's
alone.
here. I think
In
this is
3
enough to
separate
move forward.
instances, a woman got out of his car with him.
I just
Young
need to be
blonde,
careful
definitely
now.
not my daughter. I zoomed
Morning,
in
Pat.
on one
You're
frame
looking
and
a
my
little
stomach
pale
dropped.
today. Did you get any rest?
Ashley
I'm
Brooks,
all right, just a
our
little
28-year-old
Why
accounting
don't you have a seat
assistant.
over here for a bit?
The same
No
Ashley
rush.
who processed
See here, Pat,
vendor payments
this figure
and
doesn't
had
match the
access to our
report. Watch
financial
as I scroll down.
systems.
This number is also off. And
They're
this entire
working
column
together,
is way out of
Pat
sync. Can
whispered.
you explain why we're seeing these
Frame by
discrepancies?
frame, I watched Trevor
I
and
knew it.
Ashley enter our building,
got 'em.
stay for hours, then leave together.
Precisely.
One video caught them
The
kissing
numbers
by
don't
the
lie.
elevator.
8 months.
My son-in-law
Yeah.
wasn't just stealing from me.
I can't
He was
believe
cheating
this.
on my daughter with an employee who was helping
Me
him rob
either.
us blind. Pat reached across and squeezed my hand.
Pat, there's
What do we
something
do?
else we need to see.
Ray, what?
That's when
Rick
the planning
Coleman.
started.
32
32
is
years
it?
in business
Pull
teaches
it up.
you that when facing
Check
a
the
serious
exterior
problem,
cams.
you don't react emotionally. You
Connecting.
gather information,
There.
consider
4th
options, and
camera.
execute a
that
plan that
him?
protects your long-term interests.
Zoom in on that car.
Trevor and Ashley had made a critical
Yeah,
mistake.
right there.
They assumed I was just the old man who signed checks and
I
left
knew it.
details to others. They underestimated what 3 decades of experience teaches you about protecting
About
your
time you showed
family
up.
and your business.
Trevor.
First thing I did was contact our
I remember
lawyer,
it was
George
a Tuesday
Hamilton.
in September
George has handled Coleman
when
Construction's
Trevor
legal
Martinez
needs for 20
arrived
years.
at
He's
6:30
seen
p.m.
everything from contract disputes to workers' comp claims. Even he was shocked when I laid out the
Here we are.
evidence.
Thank you, Trevor.
I didn't
Rick,
think you'd
this
bring
is
her.
criminal embezzlement. We're talking felony
Zoom
charges
in on
here.
that.
I know.
Who is that?
What's our next move?
Wait. I know
Document
her.
everything. Don't confront them yet. We need bulletproof evidence before we act.
Ashley.
And we need to think about
Brooks.
Katie in all this.
Brooks.
That was the hardest
Brooks?
part. Katie
Ashley
stopped
Brooks?
by every Thursday after school,
been her this
bringing
whole
coffee
time.
and catching up on company
No.
news. She was so proud of
Ashley,
Trevor's role
wait.
here, so excited about their future. Watching her smile and talk about weekend plans with her husband, knowing what I knew was torture.
Well, look who's here together.
Pat and I spent the
Oh,
next
God,
week building
no.
our case.
Not
We
here.
traced every fraudulent
stop doing
transaction,
this.
I know,
copied
but
all
you're
security footage,
irresistible.
backed up financial
I
records.
think I'm gonna be sick.
We compiled a timeline that
I
would
see
hold
you.
up in court.
You're
The
cheating
scope
on
was
Katie,
even worse than
and
I
you're
initially
stealing from
thought.
them.
$85,000
I'm not letting this happen.
over 8 months, with
No.
the theft getting bolder in recent weeks. Ashley
No.
had created fake
This
vendor
can't be
accounts
real.
that Trevor approved for payment. Money went to accounts
must not
they
react
controlled
emotionally.
together. This wasn't petty theft.
I must
They were
execute
running a
the professional
sophisticated
plan.
fraud operation using our family business as their personal
George,
ATM.
it's Rick. We need to talk
George
about the
wanted
proposal.
to involve law enforcement
I'm
immediately.
on
But
it.
I had a different
Thanks.
idea.
I appreciate you taking
I
this
wanted
call.
Trevor to face consequences publicly, in front of people who mattered. I wanted him to experience the same shock and humiliation Katie would feel. Coleman Construction holds quarterly
This is a
board
criminal
meetings
felony
every
case.
November. Nothing fancy, just our key
This is a
investors,
criminal felony
department
case.
heads, and family reviewing company
We need to make
performance.
absolutely sure of
This year's
Agreed.
meeting was November 15th.
We can't afford to be wrong.
Trevor
exactly.
would be presenting his operations
Bulletproof
report.
evidence, nothing
Ashley
less.
would be providing financial support data. Perfect timing.
Morning,
I told George
Morning,
my
Rick.
plan.
Welcome back.
He
Here's
wasn't
your
thrilled,
spot.
but agreed it would be effective. We'd present evidence during the meeting in front of witnesses.
Our plan
with
to
law
integrate the new
enforcement
system
standing
should
by.
drastically
No
improve our
private
efficiency.
confrontations, no opportunity for lies or manipulation.
Mr. Coleman,
Pat was worried about
here's your
Katie.
coffee.
She'll be devastated
Katie,
in front of
thank
everyone.
you.
She's
didn't
going to
have
be devastated anyway. At least
This
this way
weekend,
she'll
Trevor
see
and
the
I are
truth
going
all
to
at
the lake.
once instead of
Oh.
Trevor feeding
It's
her
going to be
lies
so much
for
fun.
weeks.
Oh, yeah.
We've got so much
The
planned.
2 weeks
Fishing
before the
and
meeting
hiking.
were brutal.
Uh-huh.
Trevor acted completely
Trevor's
normal,
dedication to this
discussing
company
upcoming
is truly
projects,
inspiring,
making
Rick.
recommendations
That's great,
for
Katie.
equipment
Real
purchases he
great.
probably
We all
planned
appreciate it.
to skim from.
All right, we found it.
Ashley
Vendor
smiled
account
and
59.
chatted with Pat about holiday plans,
Ready? Good.
both playing their roles perfectly
Mark it off the
while
list, we
robbing
got
us
'em all.
blind. Katie mentioned Trevor had been working late frequently, coming home tired and stressed. She thought it showed dedication to the family business. I wanted to tell her the truth.
They've been
right
using
then,
this
but
company
confronting them
like their
separately would
own
just give them
personal
chances to coordinate
ATM.
stories. November 15th.
Trevor
arrived
Martinez
gray and
must
cold.
face the consequences.
Meeting set for
This is
2
not up for
p.m. in our
debate.
conference room.
He will answer
I'd
to the
arranged for
board.
Detective Williams from Financial Crimes to attend, though Trevor didn't know that yet. George had legal documentation ready for immediate filing.
So good as he
At
had.
1:45, everyone
All right.
started arriving.
Everything is in order for the
Investors,
quarterly
department
board
heads,
meeting.
family members. Trevor walked in wearing his best suit, carrying presentation materials,
Detective Williams,
looking confident
there's a
and
meeting
prepared.
tonight. I need
Ashley
you to
arrived
be there
separately,
in secret.
professional and composed.
Understood, Mr.
Katie
Coleman.
showed up
I'll be
exactly
there.
at 2 p.m.
I've
as
told
I'd
you already,
requested.
Pat.
She taught until 3:30,
Katie has to
but
be
arranged
here.
for a substitute
She needs to
attend
hear
her
the
husband's
truth
presentation.
directly from me.
Dad, I'm excited to hear Trevor's report. He's been working so hard on operational improvements. My heart sank a little more. I called the meeting to order, went through standard agenda items, then reached the moment I'd been planning for weeks.
Your licks.
Before we hear the operations report,
I'm here now,
I
Rick.
need to address a serious issue that's come to light. Trevor looked
You're
puzzled
late.
but not worried.
I'm exactly
Ashley
on
shifted
time.
in her chair.
Are you ready?
Over the past month, Pat and I discovered significant
Katie,
financial
you're right on
irregularities
time.
in our
The
accounts.
lesson plan is on the
Missing
desk.
funds, fraudulent
you, I'm
payments,
ready. Where's the
unauthorized
classroom?
transactions. Now Trevor looked concerned. Dad, if there are accounting errors, Ashley and
All
I
right,
will
team.
work with Pat
Let's
to
get
identify.
started. We have a lot to cover
These
today.
aren't accounting errors.
Good morning,
I
everyone.
opened my prepared
Welcome.
folder.
Let's
These
begin
are
by
deliberate
reviewing
thefts
last quarter's
totaling
performance and the
$85,000
strategic
over 8
initiatives
months.
for the coming
The
year.
room went dead silent.
Before we
Katie's
start the
face went
reports,
white. I
there is a
methodically
very
presented the
serious
evidence.
financial
Bank
issue we
records
must
showing
address
payments to fake
immediately.
vendors, security footage of after-hours access, documentation of Trevor's approvals on
What is
fraudulent
that supposed to be?
transactions,
Just give it a second.
Ashley's creation of false vendor accounts.
You okay, Ashley?
Trevor's confident expression crumbled as I laid out each piece. Ashley looked like she might be
You
sick.
seem distracted.
Furthermore,
The record
I
shows
continued,
systematic
our security
falsification of
cameras
our
captured
Q4
Mr.
results,
Martinez
a
and Miss
deliberate
Brooks
manipulation
entering
of the
this building
books.
together
This is
during
unacceptable.
non-business
We
hours
have to
on
act
multiple
now.
occasions.
Help
Their
Pat?
behavior clearly
Finding
indicates a
accounting
personal
errors?
relationship that facilitated this fraud. Katie made a small
Good
sound,
luck with that.
like air being forced from her lungs. I played the
I have
security
proof.
footage on the conference room screen.
$85,000
There was Trevor,
stolen,
walking into our
and
building
I know
hand
who
in hand
took
with
it.
Ashley. There they were kissing by the elevator. There was Ashley using her access card while Trevor kept watch. This is crazy,
You're finished.
Trevor finally spoke, his voice shaking.
These bank records
There's an
clearly
explanation
expose a
for all
network
this.
of fake vendors
I'm sure
designed
there
to
is.
launder
You
money.
can give it to Detective Williams
We have
here,
documented
to your lawyer,
everything.
and eventually to a jury.
I want you to look closely at this.
That's when
This
Detective
is Trevor
Williams stepped
Martinez,
forward,
and this.
badge
This
visible.
is Ashley Brooks.
Trevor
both
Martinez,
entering the office
you're under arrest
unauthorized
for
and well after
embezzlement and
hours.
fraud. Everything happened fast after that.
Keep a close eye on them.
Rights being read.
They're up to
Ashley
something.
crying and immediately confessing to her role. Trevor
Their
trying to explain
behavior
to
is a
Katie,
clear
who sat
indication
frozen
of
in
a
her chair,
personal
tears streaming
relationship
down her face.
that has facilitated
Katie,
this
it's not what it
fraudulent
looks
activity.
like. I can explain everything. My daughter looked at her husband with an expression I'd never seen before.
Katie,
Complete
no.
shock mixed with dawning
I'm so
understanding.
sorry.
You stole from my father.
Look,
you cheated on me.
I know it
You
looks
used
bad,
our
but I can
family.
explain.
Her voice was barely
I've
a
heard
whisper.
enough. Just
Katie,
go.
Don't. Just don't.
Detective
She got
Williams,
up and
front and
walked out of
center.
the conference room without another word. Pat followed
Badge.
immediately. Trevor was led away in handcuffs, still trying to protest his
Detective
innocence.
Williams, I'm
Ashley
placing
was
you under
arrested
arrest for
separately.
embezzlement. You
Her
have no proof
career
of
and
this. I didn't do
reputation
it.
destroyed in one afternoon.
Just take him in, Detective.
The
Ashley.
investors and department heads sat in stunned silence.
It was
George
me,
addressed
Rick.
the
I
room
did
about
it. I'm
next steps,
so sorry.
legal implications,
I know.
and how the company would move forward. I found
Hands
Katie
behind
in
your
my
back
office,
now.
sobbing in Pat's
You have the
arms.
right to remain silent.
Daddy.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
Katie,
I thought
please.
he loved me.
It isn't
I
what
thought
it
he
looks
cared
like.
about our family.
I don't believe you, Trevor.
This
It's
isn't
true,
your
I
fault,
promise.
sweetheart. None of this is your fault. How could I not know? How could I be so
Rick?
stupid?
She's safe with me. We'll
You
see about
trusted your
that.
husband.
You used
That's
our
what
family.
you're supposed to do in marriage. He betrayed that
I did
trust,
no
not
such
you.
thing.
Yes, you did,
The
Trevor,
next
and
few
you
months
know
were
it.
rough. Trevor hired an expensive
to know.
lawyer with money he'd stolen trying to
can't do this
negotiate a plea
anymore.
deal. Ashley
Just tell me one
cooperated
thing.
fully with prosecutors,
There's nothing to
hoping
tell.
for leniency. The local newspaper covered the story extensively.
You've got this.
Trusted employee and family member
We'll be there for
embezzles
you.
from successful local business. Katie filed for divorce within a week. She moved back home with Pat and me temporarily while figuring out her next steps. Some evenings we'd sit on the back porch, not
understand
talking
your
much, just
concerns.
being
So how
together
could
as
this
a
happen?
family.
But I assure you, we will
I
navigate
keep thinking
this.
about
I'm not
signs I
convinced.
missed.
We have
she
a
said
plan
one night.
and the
All those
stability to
late
execute
nights,
it.
all those
The legal
business
steps are
trips that seemed
straightforward.
unnecessary.
First, a demand letter.
The way he
Understood.
always had his
Demand
phone
lighting letter.
face down.
Understood.
Hindsight
Ball
makes
back
things
suit, a
clearer
motion
than they
for
were at
summary
the
judgment.
time.
Katie!
Are you disappointed in me for marrying him?
He's gone,
I looked
Rick.
at my
He's
daughter.
really gone.
This strong,
Who?
kind woman
Who's
who'd
gone,
been
Pat?
manipulated by someone she trusted completely. I'm proud of you for walking away when you learned
None
the
of this
truth.
is your fault,
Some
Katie.
people would make excuses, try to rationalize it. You didn't. Trevor ultimately
You did
pleaded
nothing
guilty
wrong.
to embezzlement and
It's
fraud
only
charges.
natural to trust the man
He got
you
3
love.
years in prison and was
I
ordered
stand
to pay
before you
full
today to
restitution.
address the accusations.
Ashley received
The court will
18
come to
months and
order.
was banned from
I
working in
maintain my
financial
innocence,
services.
and this process
Coleman
will prove
Construction recovered most of the stolen
Embezzlement.
money through asset seizure and insurance claims.
impossible.
More importantly, we implemented
do
new
this?
financial controls and oversight procedures. The experience taught us that family
I want to
businesses
assure
need
Katie
professional
and everyone
safeguards,
watching
just
that
like
we are
any other
fully
company.
supporting her decision to file for divorce.
Katie eventually found a small house across
All right,
town
here's the
and moved
heaviest
out
one.
on her own. She started
you so
dating
much,
again,
Rick.
a fellow
I couldn't
teacher
do this
named
without
Brian
you.
who seems genuine
Just
and
glad
kind.
to have you back home.
She's more
It's
careful
really nice
now,
to just sit
maybe
here,
more than she
watch
needs to
Max
be, but
Tech.
that's
You
understandable.
don't get these quiet
The whole
evenings
experience
enough.
taught Pat
I
and me
agree.
something
Feels good to
important.
just relax.
When someone you trust
phone
betrays
was
you,
face
especially
down.
family,
She had-
the
She hadn't
damage
even
goes
checked
deeper
it, and
than
the
money
door
or
was
business
just
concerns.
Wrong.
Right.
It shakes your
And I missed
confidence
it.
in your own
Okay.
judgment, makes you question relationships you thought were solid.
Katie,
But we also
hindsight
learned that facing
always
the
makes
truth,
things clearer
however
than they
painful,
were.
is always better than living with lies.
Katie,
deserved
I am
to know
so
what her
incredibly
husband
proud
really
of you
was.
for walking
Our
away from that
employees
toxic
deserve
marriage.
to work for a company
You did the
with
right
integrity.
thing.
Our investors deserved honest financial management. Trevor thought he was
I plead
smarter than
guilty
the
to all
old man
charges.
who'd built the business from nothing. He thought charm
I
and
sentence you,
family
Trevor
connections would
Martinez, to
protect
3
him from
years in a state
consequences.
prison.
He was wrong on both counts.
Guards, remove
Some
the
nights I
defendant.
still get angry about what he put
18
through.
months in a
the
ban.
lies, the betrayal, the public humiliation.
book is closed
but
on
mostly
Ashley
I'm grateful
Brooks.
we caught him when we did. Another year and he might have stolen enough to seriously
We investigate,
damage the business.
seize
Another
assets,
year and
and
Katie might
secure
have
the
gotten
return of
pregnant,
what was stolen.
complicating her escape from that
Trust in
toxic
the
marriage.
process.
The
Effective
quarterly board
immediately, we are
meetings
implementing
continue every
rigorous new
November.
spending controls.
Last year, for
Every
the first time
expenditure
since
must
the
now be
incident,
justified and
Katie
approved through
attended
the
the
new
full
portal.
meeting.
This is
She
non-negotiable.
listened to financial reports.
I've realized
asked thoughtful
family
questions
businesses
about
need
company
professional
operations,
safeguards,
and
just like any
participated in
company.
strategic discussions about
It's
our
time
future.
to act.
At the end of that meeting, she
This
stood
is
up
it,
and
Katie.
addressed the room.
Small,
I want to thank everyone
safe,
for your support during
and
a
all
very
yours.
difficult time for
It's
our family.
perfect, Rick. Thank
Coleman
you so
Construction
much.
has always been more than just a business to us.
I see you, Katie.
It's a legacy my grandfather started, that my father has grown,
I see you,
and
Katie.
that I hope will continue for generations. What happened with Trevor
I
was
like that.
devastating.
He's a good man.
But it also reminded
he's
us
solid,
of our
Rick.
core values and the importance of protecting them.
Knew this deep
There wasn't
down
a
all
dry eye in the
along.
room. The local business community rallied around
It's
us
time
after
to
the
face
story broke. Other construction companies reached out with support. We landed several major contracts from people who respected how we handled the situation. Our reputation
Integrity.
for integrity,
It's what
if
drives
anything,
us,
got
what we owe
stronger.
our team,
Word
and
spread
our
that
investors.
Coleman Construction didn't tolerate
And it's what we
theft
deliver.
or dishonesty, even from family.
He thought he was
That
smarter.
sent the right message to employees, vendors, and customers.
The kid had
Trust,
a lot to
once
learn.
broken, has to be earned back through
You spoke with
consistent
charm and
actions over
conviction,
time.
Trevor.
Ashley Brooks never
But no
worked in
amount of
financial
charm could ever
services
stand
again.
up to the
The
truth.
conviction followed her everywhere.
I am so
Last
grateful
I
to
heard,
all
she
of
was
you.
working
We
retail
caught
somewhere
Trevor
outside the
Martinez
county.
just in time.
Trevor's parents called
He
once
almost
after
ruined
he was
everything,
sentenced, trying to
but we
explain their
stopped him.
son's actions, asking if we might consider
Thank God
lighter
Katie
consequences.
wasn't pregnant
I
when
told
that
them the
whole mess
consequences
broke.
were determined by his choices, not mine. Katie started seeing a
All right,
counselor
I'm
to
here.
work through
Let's
the
get this
betrayal
meeting
and
started.
trust issues. She was determined not to let Trevor's actions define her future relationships. The counseling helped her understand that his
I'm
lies
proud
and
to see you at the
manipulations
full
weren't
meeting,
reflections
Katie.
of her worth or
Keep going.
intelligence. I've learned to trust my instincts better, she told me one evening. There were signs I
Katie raises
ignored because I
concerns
wanted
about
to believe the
potential
best
market
in him.
saturation
I won't
and
make that
scaling
mistake
challenges.
again. Brian,
I appreciate
the
you
teacher
asking.
she's
We've
dating
been analyzing
now
those
seems
vectors
different.
meticulously.
He's straightforward,
Save
doesn't make
anybody's
grand
state.
gestures or promises.
Thank
he
you for
treats her with
supporting our
quiet
community
respect
during
and
this
genuine
difficult
affection.
time.
When he comes to
We
family
appreciate
dinners,
that.
he asks about the business but doesn't try to insert
I never
himself
imagined we
into
could achieve this
operations.
together.
Smart man.
She's right.
She's
Coleman
right.
Construction expanded
so proud.
significantly over the next 2 years.
Rick Coleman here.
We hired 3 new project managers and added
That's
a
great to
safety
hear.
coordinator position.
Absolutely. Count
The
on us
theft
for
incident,
support.
ironically,
Thank you.
led to better business
I'm
practices
pleased to make this
overall.
official.
We instituted
It's an honor
regular
to work with
financial
you, Rick.
audits, separated authorization duties,
Congratulations
and
to
implemented
everyone.
oversight protocols that would have caught Trevor's scheme
Our commitment
within
has
weeks
always been
instead of
honesty
months.
and integrity.
Our insurance company was impressed with how we
Today,
handled the situation.
that reputation is
They
stronger
reduced
than
our
ever.
premiums and used our case as an example
I want to
of
be
proper
clear.
internal controls
Coleman
in their training
Construction
materials.
does not tolerate
What Trevor meant as
dishonesty.
personal enrichment
Understood?
became an industry lesson in fraud prevention. I
Trust must
promoted our
be
foreman,
earned
Gary
back through
Stevens, to
consistent,
operations manager
honest
after Trevor's
actions.
arrest. Gary's been with us 12 years, knows
Ashley's in
construction
retail?
inside and out, and earned the
All the way
respect
out
of
there?
every crew member. More importantly,
Well, I reckon
he
I
has
better
no
do something
interest
about
in
that.
financial systems beyond understanding project budgets.
Hello.
He focuses on
Mr.
what he does
Coleman,
best,
just give him a
managing
second
work
chance.
sites and keeping
I
projects
understand.
on schedule.
We'll find a solution.
The financial controls we implemented caught 2 smaller
The
issues
consequences
in the following
were
year.
decided
A vendor
by
tried to
Trevor's
double
own
bill us
choices.
for materials, and a subcontractor inflated hours on a
Katie,
timesheet.
You
Both
got
were
to keep
spotted
seeing your
immediately and
counselor. You
corrected
need to
without
work through
drama.
those trust issues
The new
for
systems
yourself.
work. Pat took over all financial operations
I
officially.
knew you'd
She'd
understand.
been doing the work for years anyway, but now she has the title and authority
It wasn't your
that come
fault.
with it. She enrolled in some continuing
I
education
told him the business
courses
stays
and
out of
earned
the
a
family
bookkeeping
dinner.
certification.
Let's see if he listens.
At 55, she was determined to prove she could handle anything Trevor thought he was clever enough
Coleman
to hide.
Construction is
I should have caught it
expanding.
sooner, she said
Join
once
me in
while reviewing
welcoming our
monthly
3
reports.
new
You
project
caught it
managers.
eventually. That's what matters. And
We are
now
adding
it
a
can't happen
dedicated
again.
safety coordinator.
Our employee
Looking
handbook
forward
was
to making a
completely
difference.
rewritten after
We're
the
committed
incident.
to our people
Clear
and
policies
operations.
about conflicts of interest,
I have decided
outside
to separate
relationships,
all
and
financial
financial
authorization
responsibilities.
Yeah. We need
Every
to ensure
employee
these controls
signs
are properly
acknowledgement
implemented.
annually. We also
Yes,
implemented
it's quite
an
an honor,
anonymous
actually.
reporting system for anyone who
They're
notices
using my
irregularities
case
or
as a
concerning
training model
behavior.
for the entire company.
The business community support
Gary,
was
your
remarkable.
honesty and hard work haven't gone
Other family
unnoticed.
business
You're our new
owners
operations
reached out
manager.
to share their
Thank
own
you, Rick. I don't know what
experiences
to
with
say. This
employee
means
theft
everything.
and family
I'll
betrayal.
give it my all.
Apparently, it's
Keep up
more
the good
common
work.
than people want to admit. Several referred new customers to us, saying they wanted to work with a
Always
company
do.
that stood up for its values, even
All
when
right,
it was
let's review the
painful.
monthly reports.
Katie eventually
Wait a second.
started taking
Vendor
business
ID
classes at the
744,
community
double
college.
billing?
She's
I
thinking
knew
about
these new
getting more
controls would
involved
catch
in
something.
Coleman
Rick
Construction's
Coleman,
operations.
subcontractor, this
Maybe
needs
handling
adjustment.
customer
Look at the
relations
numbers
or
here. They don't
project
add up.
coordination.
Subcontractor understood.
She has good
Rick
instincts
Coleman,
for
fix
dealing
it.
with people
Thanks.
and understanding what customers
I
really
am pleased
need.
to officially
I
appoint
want to
Pat
understand the
as
business
the head
better,
of all
she
financial
explained.
operations.
Not because I don't trust
Thank you. I'm
anyone,
ready for
but
this.
because this is our family's legacy.
Congratulations,
I should
Pat.
know how it works.
Earning your professional
She's right.
bookkeeping
The
certification
business
is
my
a
grandfather
tremendous
started with a
accomplishment.
pickup truck
Well
and a
done.
toolbox now employs 18
I believe the
people and
rewritten
their
handbook
families.
addresses our
It
concerns.
supported
Yes,
our
that's much
family for
clearer
3
now.
generations
Looks good to me.
and hopefully will continue for generations
Thank you all
more.
for your input.
That's worth protecting and understanding. Trevor got
Every
out of prison
employee
last year
signs
after
the
serving
conflict of interest
2.5 years of
policy
his 3-year
annually.
sentence. I haven't seen him,
I
but
am
heard
monitoring
he
all
moved to another
internal
state.
irregularities.
His parents told someone at church that he
The
was
system
working
is secure.
construction again, trying to rebuild his life. I hope he
I am
learned
so
something from the
deeply honored to
experience, but
receive
honestly,
this award
I don't
tonight.
think about him much anymore. Some people are
This
just takers.
recognition means the
They see
world to
success
me.
around them and think they deserve a piece
I understand
without
now.
earning it. Trevor looked at
It's much
Coleman
worse than I
Construction and
thought.
saw an opportunity to enrich himself rather than a legacy to help build and protect. Katie's divorce was
You've got
finalized
this,
while he
Katie.
was still in prison.
Believe in
She
yourself
kept our family
and
name
seize
and
the
started
opportunity.
fresh. She's
All right,
stronger
Katie,
now,
remember,
more
communication is
confident
key.
in her
Coordinate
judgment,
through these
less
channels.
willing
Understood,
to ignore
Rick.
red
And for
flags
customer
or make
relations, always
excuses
listen
for other
first, then
people's
respond.
bad
I'll
behavior.
keep that in mind. Thanks, Rick.
Brian proposed to her last month. Simple, honest proposal
I like
over
that,
dinner
Katie.
at home. No dramatic gestures or expensive
We'll find a
restaurants.
place for you.
He asked my
I
permission
know he would be
first,
proud of
which
every
I
single one of
appreciated,
them.
though I told him the decision was entirely Katie's. She said
18
yes,
families.
and they're planning a small wedding next spring.
I truly
This
hope
time I'm
this
confident
business
she's marrying
will continue
someone
to
who values
support my family
honesty, and
for
building
generations
something
to
together
come.
rather than taking what someone else built. Brian
Trevor
understands
Martinez
that
was
when you
released.
marry into a family business,
2.5
you're accepting
years.
responsibility to protect
Released.
and grow it, not exploit it for personal
Trevor
gain.
moved to another state for
The
construction.
quarterly meetings
He
continue
did?
every November.
I had no idea.
This year, Katie will attend
Well, I wish
as
him
Brian's
luck.
fiancée, and as someone
I don't give a
seriously
second thought to
considering
Trevor
joining
Martinez.
the company in an official capacity.
My mind is
She's
entirely
completed her
occupied
business
with my own
coursework
success.
and has been shadowing different departments to understand
I've seen it
operations
time and
from
time
ground
again.
level up. I
Some
want
people
to earn
just
my
aren't willing
place
to
here,
work
she
for
told
it.
me. Not because
They're
I'm
just
your
takers.
daughter, but because I can contribute something valuable.
You know, I
That's
really
exactly
appreciate
the attitude
Katie
this
keeping the
business
family
needs for its
name.
next generation.
It means a lot to us.
She learned the hard way that family connections mean nothing without integrity and confidence.
You've grown
to
a
back
lot,
them up.
Katie. I'm proud of
Pat
you.
and I celebrated our 35th wedding anniversary last month.
Mr. Coleman.
The whole experience
Brian
with
has asked
Trevor
to
and
marry
Ashley
Katie.
reminded us how
Brian.
fortunate we are to have built our
Brian,
marriage and business
you have my
partnership
blessing.
on
Thank you,
honesty
sir.
and shared values. We've weathered economic downturns.
The final
family
decision is
emergencies,
Katie's, Brian,
and employee
but
problems
I'm
together
giving my
because we
approval.
communicate openly and trust each other completely.
Yes. Yes.
Do you ever worry about making the same mistake
She
again?
said yes.
Pat asked during our anniversary
Yes.
dinner.
Yes.
Trusting the wrong
Listen,
person?
I think this seating arrangement
I worry
will provide
about
the
being
perfect
naive.
view.
Oh,
I
I
said.
love it.
And for
But
the
I won't let
flowers,
Trevor's
let's go with the
betrayal
pale
turn me into
pink
someone
lemon.
who doesn't
Yes.
trust anyone. The key is trusting wisely. Coleman Construction
respect
landed
you for
the
that,
biggest
son.
contract in our company history this year.
I understand
$2.8
completely.
million commercial
Brian's got his
project that
head
will
on
keep us
straight.
busy for
He's
18
here to
months.
contribute, to build
The
something,
client
not
specifically
to
mentioned
take.
our reputation for integrity and
I
financial
trust
stability
Brian
as deciding
implicitly.
factors in awarding us the job.
I know he'll look out
We
for
want
the
to work
business.
with people we can trust, the project manager told me during contract negotiations.
Well, I'll be.
Your company's response to
actually
that
did it.
employee theft situation proved
She
you
actually did it.
prioritize doing what's right over
You
protecting
know, I've seen
people
things-
who don't deserve protection.
Some betrayals,
Our
they just
workforce
break
has grown
trust
to 22
entirely,
employees,
and you can't
including
come back
two new
from that.
apprentices Katie helped recruit from the high school career program. She's
knew
developing
you'd
an
steal
eye
from
for
your parting
identifying
more
young
back
people
there
with
against the wording
genuine
and put
interest
down.
in learning the trade versus those
They're
just
choosing to
looking for
leave,
quick money.
and I will not chase them down.
Gary Stevens has proven
have to
himself
move
an
on from
excellent
this.
operations manager. He's organized, decisive, and commands
You can
respect
raise them
from
right,
crews
give them
without
everything.
being heavy-handed about it.
But
More
sometimes
importantly, he understands
still
that
turn
his
out
job
wrong.
is building
The
projects,
key to preventing
not
fraud is
building
vigilance
personal
and a
wealth
clear
from
understanding of
company
the
resources.
risks. We
The
must remain
financial
alert to
controls
new
we
threats to
implemented
protect
have
our
become
businesses.
standard practice.
Collaboration is
Monthly
essential.
audits,
The key is
separated
understanding your
authorization
priorities.
duties,
Family and
random
business can both
transaction
thrive
reviews.
if you set clear
What
boundaries
seemed
and
like
allocate your
paranoid
time
overhead
wisely.
initially
It's
is
about
now
finding that
routine
sustainable
business
rhythm.
practice that gives everyone
I always
confidence
tell my
the company
team,
is well managed and
trust,
transparent.
but
Brian and Katie's
verify.
wedding is planned for April at the community center where Katie volunteers. Small ceremony,
You know,
focus on
family
family
should be
and close
held to
friends
higher
rather than
standards.
expensive displays.
Always have,
Brian insisted on
always
paying for the
will.
wedding himself from his
All right,
teacher's
these look
salary
great. 45
rather than
years?
accepting our offer offered
Just
to
a few
help
more
with
to go.
costs. I want to start our
Perfect. Another
marriage by
invitation ready.
contributing, not by taking. He explained
Through it all,
when I offered to help with
we not only
expenses.
survived,
Smart man. He understands the
thrived.
difference between accepting appropriate family support.
You know, it's good
and
to see
creating
that
dependency
even with all this
relationships that can
progress,
turn toxic.
they still remember what matters.
Ashley Brooks tried to contact
truly
Katie
something.
last year through social media, apparently
Katie,
wanting to apologize. and
success
explain her
makes a
actions.
person
Katie
a
blocked
target
the
for
contact
takers.
without reading the full message.
Stay vigilant.
Some betrayals don't deserve the
Katie,
dignity of explanation.
you've got to
or
stay open to
forgiveness.
those contributors.
She helped steal from
but
my
don't
family
ever
and helped destroy my
compromise
marriage, Katie
on what
said
truly
when she told me
matters.
about it. I don't need her apology to move forward with my life. Another sign of
85,000.
Katie's growth and strength. She's learned that
Yeah.
forgiveness doesn't require
Tuition.
ongoing relationship with people who prove
Staying
themselves
open to new
untrustworthy.
opportunities
Trevor's parents stopped
while
attending our
maintaining
church after
the new
conviction.
controls.
Too much shame and community judgment, apparently. I understand their embarrassment, but Trevor's choices
Under
weren't their
pressure,
fault any more than
their
they were
true
Katie's
selves
fault.
were revealed.
Sometimes good families produce people who make
saw
destructive
you.
decisions. The
Both
local
of
business
you.
association asked me to speak about fraud prevention at their annual meeting
It's time to
next
deal
month.
with it. Katie,
Apparently, our case has
Faced
become
it with
a teaching
strength,
example
showed
for
'em
family
all.
businesses about implementing proper financial control.
That's the truth
without
of it.
destroying family culture and trust. How do you balance
wouldn't
family
change a thing.
relationships with business security? Is
We
the
did the
question
right
I
thing,
get asked
Pat.
most. Trust but verify, I always answer.
I understand.
Family doesn't exempt
We will
anyone
not
from
tolerate
accountability.
this.
If anything, family members
Consider
should be
the
held to
matter
higher standards
resolved.
because they have more
Now.
opportunity to cause damage. Coleman Construction
The
will
legacy
celebrate its 45th
endures
anniversary
only through
next year.
iron will.
My grandfather would be
Even
proud that
in
the
the
business
face
he
of
started
impossible
survived
choices.
and thrived
The
through
steel looks
economic
good.
challenges,
Just need to
industry
finalize the
changes,
ceiling grid
and
here.
family
We're
betrayal.
right on schedule.
More
The team is
importantly,
working
it
efficiently.
remains a company
Excellent. I'm
built on
pleased with the
integrity,
progress.
hard
The
work,
grade is
and
level.
genuine care for employees and
Yeah.
customers.
This is exactly what we
Katie
wanted
recently
to see.
asked what I've learned from the whole
It's built to
experience
code.
with Trevor.
Good job.
That success makes you a target, I told her. People see what you've built and think they deserve a piece without earning it. The key is protecting what matters while staying open to people who
Welcome,
genuinely
Katie,
want
Brian.
to contribute
Glad
and
you
grow
could make
with you.
it.
Looking
Thanks,
back,
Rick. It looks
the
impressive.
$85,000
It really does.
Trevor
Great
stole
work.
was expensive tuition
Double
in
grip.
business security and family
So remember,
dynamics.
this yellow tape
But it taught
is
us
your
lessons
boundary.
worth
Stay
far
clear
more
of the
than the
machinery.
cost.
Got it.
We
Thanks,
learned to
Katie.
implement
Good
proper
job.
controls without becoming suspicious of everyone.
The future is
We
in
learned to
capable
protect our
hands.
business and family without
I am
closing
proud to
ourselves
see them
off to
ready.
new people
Ready.
and opportunities. Most importantly,
Another
we
one
learned
safe
that
and
character
sound.
reveals itself under pressure. Trevor and Ashley showed their true nature when given opportunity and
Another
access.
day, another project.
Katie showed hers when confronted
solid
with devastating
foundation.
betrayal. Pat and I
like
showed
the sound
ours
of
when
that.
forced to choose between family harmony and doing what was right. The lesson isn't to avoid trusting people. It's to trust wisely, verify consistently, and act decisively when trust is broken. Some betrayals are too damaging to forgive or forget, and that's perfectly acceptable. Business success and family protection sometimes require making hard choices about who deserves continued presence in your life.